Hello, owners of the 2015 Kia Sorento. I'm sitting in my car just for effect, and of course it's dark out, and just wanted to get a little trick out to all of you Sorento owners. It's worth a shot. I'm not going to promise you anything, but just had an experience with my 2015 Kia Sorento LX. And what I did was I had some problems with the headlights, and there's a lot of videos out there about the headlights. And unfortunately, I paid Kia about $80 to do something that I could have done. It was a matter of a bad connection, which I probably did when I pulled the bulb out to check the bulb. I probably undid the connection, and they said there was that connection, and then the other bulb was bad, whatever that means. So they put a new bulb in and just fixed the connection, and I was out at $80. However, before that, I actually called the Kia dealer, and they're great people. They're not bad people, and I'm not accusing them of anything. But when I called and told them what was going on with my lights, they said that it was probably the switch, and it'd probably be about $360. And of course, I didn't really like the sound of that price. So I took it in, they diagnosed it, they said that it was just the connection and a bad bulb. Problem solved, 80 bucks later. So that later that day, I went out driving around, came home that evening, parked it, and I'll be danged if I didn't get out of my car and turn to lock my doors, and my fob wasn't working. And I thought, okay. So I went in and immediately got my newer fob, and I tried to lock it. And same thing. No lights that blink and no horn sounded. So I got to looking, and all three doors, the driver's side door, the back driver, the back door locked, the passenger back door locked, but the passenger front door didn't lock. I played with it. I clicked it. I tried, whatever I could. I looked on YouTube, found a lot of interesting little tricks. Nothing seemed to work. And what's funny, I'm one of those people that fix things by accident sometimes. And so I called Kia, and I told Kia, hey, I just had my car in. You fixed my headlights. Unfortunately, now my lock on my front passenger door is frozen, and it won't lock. They said, oh yeah, bring it in. That'll be $500. Probably have to replace the actuator. And again, I didn't like the sound of that. I wasn't going to surrender, and I didn't want to take the car in and pay $500 like a dum-dum and probably figure out it was something easy to fix. Now, I'm not promising you anything, but again, it's one of those weird little tricks that these Korean cars, I guess, have about them. But I'm just going to kind of show you what we've got here, and I'm in the driver's side, and I'm going to show you the passenger side. And so if you look, you'll see maybe not the lock. The lock would not lock. It wouldn't even lock with my hand. So what I did was I came home the next night, and like I said, I was bound and determined to fix the car. So plain and simple, I just sat in the passenger seat, and I opened the door, and I opened the latch. I held the handle open and then pushed the lock to the lock position. Keep in mind, it was frozen before. It wouldn't even lock with my hand. So I open the handle, keep the handle open with your hand, then push the lock. It should lock. And when it did that, it must have released something. Again, I don't know. I'm not a mechanic. Again, we're talking about these crazy Korean cars, but it locked. So I got out, I closed my door, and I locked it with the fob, and it locked. And then I opened it, and it opened. Then I locked it again, and it locked, and the horn sounded. So again, very easy fix. Pull the handle open, hold it open, push the lock, It should release and it should lock, and then just kind of use your fob to kind of reset it and resync it. Now, it might take 2-3 times to get it all sunk up and for it to all start working together. And then I came out just now, unlocked it, and it didn't unlock at first, but once I got in and sat down and then unlocked it with my fob, it finally unlocked and so forth. So just kind of play. Hey, it's better than paying $500 for a new actuator. So be careful with that. Hope your Sorentos are as good as mine. I love my Sorento. I've enjoyed it. It's great for the most part. They've been pretty good. But when they get down to these nitpicky little items like that, they start nickeling and diming you to death. I took responsibility for the headlight. That was on me. That was dumb on my part. I should have been able to fix that, but I didn't. But I'm telling you right now, do not settle for taking it in and paying them $500 to replace something that they do not have to replace. It could be something as simple as holding the handle open and pushing the lock, and that might work on, I would think it would work on all the doors. So if any of your doors have that problem, try that first, like any other little tricks that I tried, before you settle and take it in for a $500 repair. I know this took longer than it should have, but I hope that works. And again, I hope you guys enjoy your Sorentos as much as I have. Thanks.